Hey y'all, hey! Welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. My name is Amy from A to Z Designs. If you don't see a red box right there, that means you're catching the replay. So come on in. I found some fabric, y'all, in our season over season. We have like this big like a tote that we put all of our leftover craft supplies in from like that season, and I went rummaging through that tote. Look what I found. I don't even know where these are from. I think maybe Dollar Tree last year, but check them out. We're going to use these today. I was inspired by another creator, what we're going to use. So comment the word land, L-A-N-D, whenever you get here. I've got a pretty easy project for you. But I'm not sure which fabric I'm going to use. So I'm going to grab these four. I didn't even shop for these yesterday, y'all, at Hobby Lobby. That's still in this bag. I found this. So note to self, probably check your current craft supply stash before you go shopping. Let me just grab my Hobby Lobby bag, and we're going to put it back over here. What's everybody doing? Hey, y'all, hey. So I have a 5x7 box frame that I'm going to use today. We're going to create on the white side. Right here, this is the boutique finish, okay, which means it is reusable, all right? So whenever you purchase the outside the box frames, you're going to get like the wood surface. It's like a wood grain surface, and you'll need to purchase the boutique surface separately, okay? So what we're going to do the chalking first, but I'm going to use this big transfer because of the Brave is what it's called. It's in the supply list. All you have to do is comment the word land, L-A-N-D. Hello, everybody. Thanks, Lisa, Sally Smith, Linda Black, Shirley Haynes. How are you? Donna and Deb and Jeannie. Hi, Donna from Alaska, Janet and Lisa and Dana. What's going on, everybody? If I missed you, I'm terribly sorry. Amy and Karen and Kim. What's up? Y'all, hit that heart button for me. Make sure that you let me know you're here. Okay, so I'm going to use very simple black chalk paste today. Dana's at work. Hey, girl. Hey. Hi, Vicky. Deborah Bagwell, I hope you're doing well. Hi, Linda Robinson. So you're probably wondering, like, why does she have such a small surface for this huge transfer? Well, my friends, I am only using this right here. Land of the Free. That is it. So I am going to just fuzz this little section right here so that it doesn't stick too super well to my surface. Hi, Tabitha. You hit 80 degrees today. Nice. It's pretty warm here. Hi, Linda Brock. Leaving in a few minutes to pick up the girls at school. You can take me along for a car ride. Marsha, what's up, girl? Hi, Luann. Janet is going to volleyball practice in a few minutes. In an hour. My bad. All right, so I'm just going to fuzz this little section that says Land of the Free. Okay, and I'm going to slide my little 5x7 board right inside, in between the backer sheet and the transfer itself, because I'm just going to use that little section. Land of the Free. So let me put my frame up here. All right, I think that's good. Okay, so this is all I have. Boom. I'm not using this entire transfer, okay? I'm showing you different ways to use your transfers so that you don't always have to use, oh no, the entire thing. Where are my squeegees? Hello, Amy. It's humid. Yes. Good, Lisa. You're taking off to craft. Howdy, Cheryl. What's going on, girlfriend? More storms. I think we're supposed to get storms tomorrow. Ooh, Cindy, what kind did you get? I have not eaten at California Pizza Kitchen in forever. We do have one here in like the town over. It's like in the mall. But I know that they sell their pizzas like in the stores, retail stores. But pizza does sound good. I just had a sandwich and chips. Quick, easy, fast, grab and go. All right, let me pick up all of my excess and we're gonna put it back into the jar. You don't wanna waste your paste. And then I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with our, what do you call it? Fabric. Hi, Glammy. All right, so here we go. We're gonna lift this up and I'm gonna slide my surface out. So that is all we did as far as the chalking goes, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is keep this up here. I'm gonna grab my little, what do you call this? Cleaning mat, lay it in between there, and then I'm gonna spray this and clean it, okay? I know we're making you hungry. It is, what time is it here? It is 1:25 Central, y'all. And I just ate lunch. I had a meeting. I was talking to some girlfriends. Lots of things happening. Okay, so now we did that side. We're gonna turn it over. And I'm just gonna do the sticky side, okay? Just like so, clean it off. And notice I'm not taking it all the way off the backer sheet. Like, it's still intact, right? Because I only used an itty bitty bitty portion of this transfer. Okay, so it is in the supply list. Just comment the word land. So we're done with this. Now let me show you. I like to keep mine in their little sleeve. So I just crawl my fingers across this little flap, put it inside like that so it does not get in the way of me putting the transfer back into the sleeve. So now I have an opening that's free of that sticky flap. Okay, then I just put my transfer in there. And then what I do is I pull out that flap, fold it over, and now I have something to hook it on. Okay, and did you know that the name of the transfer is right here on the barcode? It's very minute, teeny tiny font right now, but it is there because of the Brave. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna dry this and create our flag. Hi, Diane. So I'm pretty sure this material, maybe it's from Walmart. It says Pioneer Woman. I don't think she's in Dollar Tree. Maybe Walmart. Walmart or Hobby Lobby. But I know I do have some Dollar Tree that looks similar to this. So, Deb had a Cobb salad. She is, oh, hi, Gideon. Deb had a Cobb salad. She's being a good girl eating her salad. I can't stand salad. Hi, Grammy. My mom's here. My mother-in-law's here. And so is my sister-in-law. Wow. The whole family's here. All right, so I just dried that. Okay, Land of the Free. And we're going to set this in our little box frame. Right here. Sorry for the loud noise. And that's what we have so far. Okay. Now, I'm going to grab my scissors. My fabric scissors. And I think I'm going to use these two pieces of fabric right here. Okay. It's a family reunion. Absolutely. The more the merrier, right? Okay. So now what I'm going to do, let me see how big this is. Okay. I am just going to cut, this is really pretty. I'm going to cut just a little bit of this and rip it. Y'all, I love ripping me some fabric. Should I make it longer? Hold on, I gotta think about this. Please hold. Yeah, I need to make it longer. So we're going to scratch that piece. We are going to cut it to where it is just a tad bit longer. And if we need to trim it, we can as we go. All right, so let me tell you, for those of you that want to recreate this, how wide it is. So it is about 6 inches wide, meaning when I go to tie these on, fold it over, it'll be 3 inches. Okay. Hi, Bambi. How are you? My new house has a full wall of pegboards. Can't wait to hang my transfers. Yes. Hi, Michelle Pryor. I'm feeling so much better today, y'all. So much better. Thank you. All right, so we don't need this. Let's cut off this little, I know I've asked y'all before, what is this little piece right here? It always has a bunch of writing or a bunch of different colors. My fuzzing cloth does not belong in the trash. All right, so let's do the 6 inches wide. Right there. All right, put that back. Okay, so now we're done, I think, with this. Okay, so hit the heart button. Salvage. Selvage. Selvage edge. Y'all, I would have never, ever imagined that that's what that was called. Ever. All right, where's my 6? Right there. This is the one I cut off too soon. But isn't this one pretty? I love that. It's got itty bitty stars and they're different blues. Okie dokie. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut different, let me see, how big do I want these? Probably about 1/2 inch. So what I like to do is line up my ruler and just start cutting 1/2 inch. Okay, then you have this piece that has all of the little cuts, and then you can just rip your fabric. Okay. But you may have an easier way to do this. This is what I do, especially when we make our rag tie projects. That is how I do my cutting. All right, so I think we're done with that. We don't need too much blue because that's going to represent like where the stars would be on a flag, okay? So now let's go do the stripes, okay? Hi, Bambi. It's hot there. Will you be careful? It is cloudy at the moment. All right, let's do this. This. I'm going to cut a few more of these. Then our blue, okay? Same thing. Here we go. Rip, rip. Maybe not rip. Okay, that one didn't work out. Okay, so this one is a little bit wider. It's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's getting the grip of these 1/2 inch pieces that are challenging. So you can definitely make them thicker. I have a lot of strength today, y'all. The fabric, I think it's from Walmart. I think. But I don't remember buying fabric from Walmart. Maybe this was gifted to me at some point, or maybe even Zach. Or my mom brought it over. Who knows? Okay, so there's our red for what we would call our stripes, okay? And this is very messy whenever you do stuff like this. So I'm going to keep this out because we might need it. Now what I'm going to do is grab, that's a good piece of twine. what we're going to start doing is just tying the fabric. I'm going to make it easy on myself. And I'm actually going to tape the twine to the desk so that it stays in place. Okay. So then I can just put it through, and then you're just going to tie it. Okay. Just like so. Okay, so we're going to create like a flag. Tie it, and I'll try to remember how many pieces I used. So far there's 3, 4, and I want them to be pointing down, okay? So if you have a bunch of this excess over here, just cut it off, it's fine. All right, so there's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Now, my twine is moving, so that was not the greatest tip, but it's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what we're gonna do, I need to test this. All right, 5 blue. That's what I'm sticking to. 5 blue, okay? Kind of like a ragtime flag, Amy, kind of. Now we're gonna go in with our red, and I actually, hold on. I have some rickrack. Is this rickrack? It's called decorative trim, but what is this called, y'all? Why does rickrack sound so funny? Let me just cut a couple of these and see what these do. I'm gonna cut 4. All right, here we go. So red next. Stay down. Try that. Okay, here is rickrack, right? Rickrack. Sounded really funny when I said that. Another red. And y'all, it really doesn't matter that it's not double-sided fabric. You're still going to get the effect of the flag. Oh, this is turning out so cute. Super cute. Look, can y'all see it? It might be hard to see, but I'll hold it up. Okay, so I've got to keep track of my counts. So we've got 1, 2, 3 reds so far, 3 rickracks, 4 reds would be this one right here. And this one. So these are kind of like the white stripes, even though it's like a cream color. All right, so what did we say? 5? No, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 5. And I think I'm gonna go a few more reds on this. Let me see. Actually, let me see. So you see what we're going for? So I'm gonna add a few more reds so that the blue is shorter than the red. So let me cut maybe 3 more of these. And we'll see what it looks like once we're done. So, are you doing okay, Diane? Those darn tornadoes. We are thinking about you. We are praying for you. Okay, let's see here. All All right, we'll know when we're done because we'll be out of these. And this whole like tape adventure is not the greatest, but it is helping a little bit. So y'all hit the heart button for me, comment the word land, and I will send you a message with a whole bunch of information. Make sure you read through it. All right.
I can't believe you're on during General Hospital.
Hi, Zach.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to the party. Your mom's here, your sister's here, my mom's here. Where are you at? I am more important than that show. Just saying.
That show's been in my life a lot longer than you have.
Whatever. You're done. Get out of here. Okay, check it out. Look, I love that. All right, let me do one more red. If y'all could do me a favor and sprinkle the video, helps us grow. Okay, so now we are complete with our stuff. Look how cute. All right, let's pull this off. This, you don't belong. You don't belong here. And now all we're gonna do, let me get this tape up because it's gonna bother me. Okay, hi Desi. We're going to, honestly, we're just gonna tape this to the sides. I'm not gonna glue it because I wanna be able to reuse this frame, right? Because it is double-sided and it's reusable. So what I'm gonna do, since this is not at the moment going to be a double-sided piece, it can, but I wanna just show you guys what you could do so that you don't have to glue your twine to your frame. Okay. Now, obviously, this is nothing fancy right here as far as the taping method. But, again, I want to just show you what you could do. Oh, y'all, it is so cute. Look at it. Landed the free. Look, how stinking cute is that? I was inspired by another creator, y'all. I had to recreate it. I love it so much. Hit the heart button. Tell me what you think. It should, Deborah. It should pop off. You're right. But tape is always easy too. So, let me know what you think. I love this little piece. I love the fabric flags. I may actually do some other stuff with the fabric. But y'all have a great day, and we'll see you next time, okay? Bye, friends.